Ideas drive everything. They inspire revolutions, build civilizations, and create meaning in our lives. They tell us what to value, how to act, and what kind of future to pursue. But not all ideas are good ideas. Some are illusions, promising hope while hiding danger. Others are simply misunderstood. Their flaws uncovered only when it's too late. The challenge isn't just to create or believe in ideas, it's to question them. In this video, we will explore how some of the most influential ideas in philosophy, history, and culture reveal a simple truth. Good intentions don't always lead to the good outcomes. Let's start with the basic idea we all believe in: progress. We have been taught that progress is good. Machines replace manual labor. Technology makes life easier and science pushes humanity forward. And yes, progress has given us amazing things such as medicine, electricity, and the internet. But the progress isn't free. The Industrial Revolution brought wealth to some but left others working in dangerous factories. It gave us cities but polluted our air and water. And today, progress is creating challenges we can't ignore: climate change, economic inequality, and an always online culture that's hard to escape. Think about your own life. How often do we chase progress without asking? At what cost? Do we want the latest phone, the biggest house, or the fastest car because it's better, or just because it's new? Progress is a tool, not a goal. And like any tool, it can build or destroy. The real question is, are we using it wisely? Karl Marx believed in a better world. He saw workers struggling under capitalism and dreamed of a society where wealth was shared and everyone was equal. It was an inspiring idea and one that sparked revolutions across the world. But Marx's utopia didn't turn out as planned. The Soviet Union, inspired by his ideas, became a system of control and fear. Instead of equality, it created new hierarchies and injustices. Here is the hard truth: good ideas can fail when they don't account for human nature. Marx believed that the system shaped people, but history shows us that people can also shape systems. Ambition, greed, and desire for power can corrupt even the noblest intentions. So, what does it mean for us? It means that every great idea needs humility. It's not enough to ask, "Is this fair?" We must also ask, "How could this go wrong?" Aristotle taught us the best life is a balanced one. He believed the virtue lies in the golden mean, a middle ground between two extremes. Courage is the balance between fear and recklessness. Generosity is the balance between stinginess and waste. It's a practical idea and one that's helped people live wisely for centuries. But the challenge is, can balance solve every problem? Take climate change. Do we need small, cautious step or bold, radical action? Or think about social inequality. Does balance mean slowly narrowing the gap or tearing down the structures that create it? Aristotle's ideas remind us to avoid extremes, but it also shows us the limits of moderation. Sometimes the world doesn't need the balance, it needs bravery. The hard part is knowing which is which. Ayn Rand believed in the power of individual. Her philosophy, Objectivism, argued that the people should focus on their own success. For Rand, capitalism wasn't just an economic system, it was a moral one, rewarding effort and talent. But the flip side is, when we focus too much on ourselves, we lose sight of our connections to others. Today we live in a world shaped by extreme individualism. Success is often measured by what you achieve, not how you contribute to your community. Think about wealth inequality. Is it fair that someone have so much while the others struggle for basic needs? Or consider how technology encourages self-promotion over genuine connection. Rand's ideas remind us to value independence, but they also force us to ask, where do we draw the line? Can we celebrate individual success while still taking care of each other? Nietzsche warned us about a crisis, the collapse of shared values. He called it nihilism, the feeling that nothing matters. He saw this as the greatest challenge of modern life. But Nietzsche didn't stop there. He believed we could overcome nihilism by creating our own values. He called this person the Ubermensch, someone strong enough to find meaning without relying on tradition. It's an inspiring idea, but it is also a hard one. In a world where religion, community, and even truth feel fragile, how do we create meaning? Do we focus on personal success, relationships, creativity? Nietzsche leaves us with the powerful challenge. Meaning isn't given to us, it's something we must build. The question is, are we ready for that responsibility? Let's face it, simple ideas are tempting. They are easy to understand and make us feel like we are in control. But simplicity can also blind us to complexity. Take politics. Slogans like "Make this great again" or "Save the planet" sound powerful, but often ignore the hard work needed for the real change. Or think about social media. Algorithms show us what we want to see, but they also create echo chambers and oversimplify the world. John Mill's utilitarianism, doing the greatest good for the greatest number, is a perfect example. It's a clear and simple principle, but applying it fairly is almost impossible. Simple solutions feel good in the moment, but they rarely solve deep problems. The next time you hear one, ask yourself, what's being left out? Ideas are powerful. They shape the way we live, the way we think, and the way we hope. But power comes with responsibility. Not all ideas are good ideas. Some promise solutions but create new problems. Others start with good intentions but fail in practice. The challenge isn't just to believe in ideas, it's to question them, refine them, and sometimes reject them. So the next time you hear an idea that sounds perfect, take a moment, ask yourself, what's the cost? What's the risk? And is this an idea worth following? Because the world doesn't need more ideas, it needs better ones.